Project?
Oh, Bill?
Yes.
Hi, Bill. I'm Debbie Metke. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Change. Oh, system change. Yeah, we gotta have it. Hi.
So this is a symbolic.
Thank you, Jesus.
Who is a pipe carrier from the Bad River Band of the Chippewa Nation and has been active with Women in Water and Pinocchio Hill Support Group. And Donna's going to open with the rally for us with a native blessing of the earth and a drum song. So if everyone will please honor with your full attention.
That means hello in Ojibwe. Bidan Kwadu Kwe Indigenous Cause. Ajijak Wabaje Shiendo Dem. Minowa King in Dunjaba. Minowa Mushkazi Bing in Dunjaba. I am Bad River Ojibwe, and my English name is Donna Yahola. My Indian name is Coming Called Woman. I was born and raised in Milwaukee. Graduated from South Division High School. Where's my the copal? It's copal from the Mexican from Mexico. So the little pipe I'm smoking has tobacco in it. I don't inhale it because I don't abuse tobacco. I quit smoking, and I just use it to pray with, and that's the way we pray now. We use our tobacco as an offering. The smoke takes our prayers to Gitchimanidu, our Creator. And so at this time, I just want to ask the Creator, Gitchimanidu, to bless this gathering, to bless France, to bless where they're having the major climate change conference, and that they guide all of the people in a good way, that the Great Spirit guides us, and all the helping spirits in Jesus, and all the helping spirits that help us. Here you go. And all the helping spirits to guide us to make the right decisions, so that when we're gone, when we're all gone in the next 7 generations, and we have our grandchildren here who are 7 generations up and coming behind us. So when they pray in the future and they say, how come my great grandma, how come my great grandpa didn't do anything to prevent this stuff from happening? And all of you are not going to be guilty of that. You're going to say you did everything you could to help preserve what we got here on Mother Earth, and the climate change, the fighting of the climate change. And we need to use more solar. Yes, we need to use more, we need to have an electric car, you know. So it's like, these things, like, they're so simple, but these big corporations just don't want to get rid of that big oil. And so we have to do everything we can so that we, in the next 7 generations to come, are not going to stand guilty in the spirit world saying, grandchildren, we did everything we could, and hopefully that will never happen because of you and each and every one of you right here caring for our future. And that's the way we believe in our culture, and that still carries on today up north. But so, okay, I'm on a soapbox. But anyway, I just want to say a prayer and keep that prayer going, and I'm going to sing a prayer song, and it's called The Morning Song. And it talks about the sun and how the moon and the sun and the earth, they all work together, and they go around and they give us life. And so that's what we're here for today, for life itself, because we all care about life for us and for the future generations. So I say chi miigwech to each and every one of you. Aho.
Nations Convention on Climate Change 21 years ago, and this is their 21st gathering, and this is the one where they are supposed to come up with a binding agreement. They are committed to come up to a binding agreement to limit carbon emissions on this planet in order to save a future for our children and our children's children and the seventh generation, the 7 times 7 generations. So we are the first generation to really understand climate change. And we are the last generation that can do something about it before it's too late. So this is a heavy-duty time to be alive on this planet. We have a huge obligation to the future of life as we know it on this planet Earth. And it's not just the people, it's all the other critters too. And it's all the animals and all the plants that are all going to be affected by this climate change and global warming. This is what it's about. Amen. So here in Milwaukee, we're going to be focusing on We Energies. All these marches around the world will focus on the fossil fuel industries, whether it's mining or drilling or fracking or whatever they're doing. This is what they'll be focusing on. Here, our most immediate target is We Energies, which has still got coal power plants and has very regressive policies when it comes to solar. And you'll be here.
among neighboring residents, mainly people of color and with low income. The particle air pollution contributes significantly to asthma and other respiratory illnesses, as well as heart attack and stroke. The utility was called upon to either update the pollution controls on their Valley coal plant or to convert to natural gas. Eventually, they agreed to the latter. So thus increasing its contribution to air and water pollution as well as to global warming. And in a move that would damage and penalize alternative energy sources, We Energies was permitted by the PSC.
Come on, let's give it up! Stand up for your rights! Again, my name is Wendell J. Harris. I am the first vice president of the Wisconsin Conference NAACP. Not the branch, you need to know that, and chair of the NAACP's Environmental Justice Committee. One of our big ticket items, so we in this for the long haul. Two things I need to do. There's some buckets going around, you know, all of this costs, you know, this So we need you. Issue on environmental justice. One is the problem that we face in many of our communities with asthma affecting black children to a degree that's higher than any other population of folks in the country, right along there in that area. So let's just keep in mind that we have to do what we can to clean up our environment, call on We Energies to shut down those fossil fuel plants. Can we all do that? And at this point, I'm going to introduce Huda Al-Khaf, founder and director of the Islamic Environmental Group of Wisconsin Green Muslims. Huda has taught environmental studies at the University.
Most merciful, most compassionate. I greet you with the Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you. First, I would like to say that we, Wisconsin and elsewhere. In mid-October 2015, I and about 10,000 human beings from 50 global faith traditions and spiritualities experienced an amazing Parliament of the World's Religions, reclaiming the heart of humanity, multi-day meeting. Together we addressed and interacted with many interconnected issues. The Greening Ramadan campaign, the Islamic holy month of fasting, co-led by Wisconsin Green Muslims. Hearing the cry of earth and cry of the poor is an integral part of both messages. Lord, we seek refuge in you from an eye that does not weep, out of love and awe of you, from an ego that is never satisfied, and from a supplication that is not heard. God, we ask you for a heart that is humbled in devotion to you, for a tongue busy with remembering you and expressing gratitude to you.
Today. But the very culture that made utilities successful in the past will not serve them as well today going into the future. Renew Wisconsin won that for all of us here, not only people that have solar on their roofs, but for people that are thinking about it in the future. And recently in Texas, Austin Energy contracted for 150 megawatts of solar power at under 5 cents a kilowatt. Gas, coal, or nuclear, without even considering the environmental benefits. Let that sink in. Solar power and wind power at a lower cost than natural gas, which by the way is a bridge to nowhere, coal and nuclear. Wisconsin, coal accounts for 62% of the state's electric power generation. That's 50% more than the national average, and that's due completely to poor policies, both on the part of government officials, regulatory officials, and 66% of the people in Wisconsin support these limits. So just who's our Attorney General representing in this lawsuit with our tax dollars? Not us.
These fossil fuels in the ground.
These fossil fuels in the ground.
Jody, so you want to keep going or you want to go to the top?
unfortunate. It's probably right down the street.
Keep the coal. Keep the gas under the grass. Keep the grass under the grass. Keep the oil in the soil. Keep the oil in the hole. Keep the gas.
What do we want? When do we want it? When do we want it? We will not let the illnesses pipeline once. We are the people too. We are united free. We want clean energy. We want clean energy. What do we want?
Coal. Keep it in the hole. Keep it in the hole. No more coal.
Good afternoon, sisters and brothers. Mic check, mic check. Oh, days of Luke for me. You there? This was all sort of days of vu because it was 40 years ago that we met in Zyler. It might have had a different name, but we were demanding that the gas prices, the we energy prices, come down. And you know, it's a real shame that every year my wife and I go through this same fight after we put up plastic everywhere in the whole house, under the drapes, you know, in the cracks everywhere, that hopefully is still alive and well. When I think about Syria and all of the people that are being killed on both sides, every side, Syria, Iraq, and all of it, it's all about a darn pipeline. It's all about who's going to control the pipeline, right? The Russians or the U.S. and all its allies, the Saudis and Israel and all those friends of the United States.
From the Grand Avenue Mall, who said some really nasty things as we walked past, who did not understand why we were marching, why we were out here on a cold day. He didn't understand that we're out here trying to save the planet. He called me a sellout. Who cares? We're all in this together, and if the planet is gone, what difference does it make? We're all going to be gone. I'm like, brother, I'm out here for you. I'm out here for everybody. So the coalition needs to come. They needed to be with us on that. So anyway, I'm going to